to Trish.
Woo!
Hey Trish.
Hi, happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks for doing this for us today.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be asking you a couple questions today, and there are no wrong answers. I just want to know your experience on what
It's not going to be math, though.
No. Does September 11th mean anything to you?
Oh my gosh.
And if so, what happened that day that was so significant?
I remember everything about that morning. My daughter Ruth had a doctor's appointment. I was in the car. I was on my way to pick up her nanny to go with us. I heard them talking on the radio, and I was not paying attention at first, and then they said something about a plane flying into a building. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? And I was listening, and I, for some reason, thought it was here in Austin. And I thought, well, that's terrible, a plane crashing into a building. And then I pulled up at the brake shop where I was picking up Ruthie's nanny, and she came out, and I said something like, yeah, there was some sort of plane crash. And she said, yes, someone hijacked a plane and flew it into one of the Twin Towers. And I remember at the time not thinking about the enormity of, because the Twin Towers are massive. I was like, did they let the people off the plane first? Because in my mind, that's what would happen, would be just the people on the plane. And then she told me no, and as we were listening to it, just like this horror just kind of dawned on me. We got to the doctor's office. Her doctor was saying that many people had called and canceled their appointments that day. And I did not go and pick my older kids up from school like some people did. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't know what to do. But when the kids came home, they were both very upset and in tears. My older daughter, her teacher, rolled the TV in and told them about what had happened. The younger daughter was just told by a substitute that something bad happened in our country and we can't go outside. And so she was terrified. And so it was interesting to see the way the two of them handled it. But it's like that morning, and everything about that day is just kind of seared into my brain.
Okay. And you said you were dropping Ruthie off?
We were picking up her nanny to go with us to a doctor's appointment. So I didn't go to school that day.
Do you recall any other sounds or conversations that you were hearing that day, like before or after it happened?
No. I like before it happened, it was just a regular morning, and so it's just kind of a blur. I don't remember anything special about it. But then from the time, it's like everything just kind of hyper-focused from the time that I was hearing that on the radio and like, oh, I need to pay attention to this. And then hearing that it was worse than what I thought it was. And then just the day, it was just like this blossoming of horror all day. And I remember it was so strange not seeing any planes in the sky. And that's one of those things that you don't realize that you're noticing planes until they're not there. And then you notice the absence is significant.
Would you be able to remember what you were wearing that day or what your daughter was wearing that day?
Yes, actually. I had on this white shirt that I used to like, and a pair of jeans, because since I wasn't going to school that day, I could wear the jeans. I could still picture Miss Margaret, her nanny, coming out of the brake store and picturing what she had on. And I remember standing at the front door, waiting for the bus when my other daughters were coming in, because, like I said, I didn't go pick them up from school, but I waited at the door because I was eager to see them when they came in.
Wow. I think I was like 4. I remember that day. Does your recollection of that day changed, or has it been as vivid as the day it happened?
It's so strange because, like, there's a pair of keys that I haven't been able to find for I don't know how many months, but I still remember every detail of that day. And it's strange to realize how much time has gone by, and that I have students who weren't born yet when it happened, and to whom that seems like a long time ago. It's like everything else in a history book that happened a long time ago to other people. And so it was strange for my students when we were having our commemoration this year. I was asking the other adults in the room, where were you? Where were you? And every single one of them, without fail, was able to answer where they were.
Tell you exactly where they were? Wow. Why do you think this event left such an impressionable?
It was just, I think up until then, I had just bought into that same idea of American exceptionalism and the whole, it can never happen here, it can't happen here. And And so then when it did happen here, that just kind of makes you question everything. And it's like that was the day that our life outlook changed, and it really kind of set the groundwork for some of the mess we're in now.
Thanks for sharing with us today. I know it's not the most happy time to revert back to, but we appreciate you sharing your experience with us.
Yes,
today.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
being open with us.
Well, and they do say that those who don't learn from history are doomed to forget, or are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
And I said that about forgetting it because I was thinking about the fact that with my students, it was kind of alarming to me that they're like, huh, what's that? Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. It's like, how could you not remember that? This is huge.
Yeah.
And so kind of like trying to find a way to convey just what a big deal